Both seats are now pulled out. Now we're gonna go ahead and work our tension towards the back. And I'm gonna have the little guy come on over and start getting those pulled out for us. All right, Dory. All right, so what you got is, you see right in here, and then that one over there, make sure the socket fits. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. All right, same thing over here. All right, and we'll just go ahead and so we can put those there, and now we can just go ahead and pull these right out. Go ahead and pull up. All right, so this is where the amp's going to live. Now, I'm gonna go and grab the amplifier, and we're just gonna set it there and see how old girl looks, okay? Like what we have for space, what we have for room, what's gonna happen with. I might actually reinstall those seats for a second, but these backs do come off, and you kind of keep them folded like that. And well, let me check that in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure these just unsnap off. They do unsnap off, and we'll get to that later. Let me go grab that amp, and we'll try to fit it in here, see what it feels like. All right. So here's the amplifier, and that's about what we want to do with it. And that actually fits in there really good, but I won't be able to have the these covers on. So I'm gonna do some further investigating. So now we have that amp sitting in here like such. I'm gonna investigate or see what we got for putting a some of this PVC plywood stuff that I got. He lives down in Tennessee, and he comes up to Connecticut, and I guess it's something they use down there. I seen it from him, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I did grab some. But I need to take a scribe a mark in here where the back of the amp is going to be and where the front of the amp's going to be. I want to put a level on it and try to make sure it's level. So let me go on ahead and grab a couple things, and I'll be right back. I got my angle finder. I just put it on a tonneau cover, and it's reading 0.8. So okay, so we have 0.8 there. Let me go ahead and put a mark. I'll move that back up. Okay. So I just put a mark across here so that I can tell where that 0.8 is at. All right, she's kind of dipping and falling on me. And then that was 0.8 also. Well, we got that set to 0.8. I don't know if y'all can see on there, but she kind of moves around a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I got my mark there, and then she's way down there. We'll get that figured out in there. All right, perfect. So we'll go ahead and pull this out for now and bring that back in the garage. All right, so we came up with a plan, and the plan is to actually remove this whole unit. And we're gonna go in the garage where we can put our fan on us, and we're kind of like gentlemen to build the amp rack in here, and then we can go ahead and reinstall the whole thing afterwards. So before, my son has a pry tool over there to pop these up, but before he does that, he needs to get the jack and the jack handle out. So right here, there's your jack. That just removes this, okay? And then on the jack side, you gotta, hold on. Take that knob right there on the top. Nope. Yep. And twist it righty tighty, lefty loosey. You want to tie it loose. All right. And then now you can undo that clip that you were trying to undo. The other side, the metals. Yeah. Yep. All right. And plug that up. And you can take that and that and go sit it on the other side. No, 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 no. Take that and that and go set it with the seats. He doesn't understand the concept of putting things where they're not supposed to be yet. He should, because I've always been trying to teach him, but he's a young guy. He's still learning. So, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and pry all of this up, get all of this up and out of here. You can see from the Christmas wreaths for us and some receipts. But let's go ahead and, all right, take your pry tool and go ahead, and I'll have you start over there and I'll start over here.
What do we do about back there? I'll just close it.
Yeah, and then pry it up.
Up.
Yep. Here, use this one with more leverage. Use this one. You gotta push in as you push down.
It's like loose.
But go ahead.
In there.
Don't be scared. There you go.
I'm just not trying to bust anything.
No, you're good. And then you get this one here. All right. And put that right there. Actually, yeah, we can go ahead and put them all in there. All right, now we'll close this up. Let me see that. Let's see how we.
Oh, where is the?
Oh, there we go. Just sometimes you got to do things a little blind, and you see how I just kind of walked it down where I can get in there, and don't do it. Nope. Start down here. Yep, and then just slow. Don't go too far at once. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. All right. Now we got that, and open this up. We got a little clip in here that's got to be pushed through. All right, watch it. No. You pulled it back.
Yep. I see.
All right, perfect. So there we go. We have this on the whole. Yep. All right. So we have the whole tray that we're taking out of the truck.
You want me to put this
Now, what do you think? I think it'll look better to build the amp rack and not have the doors on than to build the amp rack in here and have it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what we'll do. We'll go down the road that I was thinking and that we talked about earlier. All right. So now that we got all of that done, let's go ahead and work on this assembly. Here is the inner tub for the storage underneath the Tacoma, underneath the back seat. We're going to use this for our amp rack. I believe we have plenty of room in here for what I'm looking to do. And we're gonna kind of shoot for it. Well, first things first is I want to take off these two tops because they're literally going to do me no good. The amp is definitely going to sit up a tick high. Going to sit up a tick higher than that. So let's look and see what we need to do to get these off. Now they look like they just, oh yeah, keep them closed and just like that, pop them right off. There's one door, and then we'll do the same thing. There's 3 little tabs on this one, 1, 2, and then one in the center. They actually come off pretty, well, the last two came off pretty easy. All right, pal. Perfect. Look at that. Got the 2 doors off. All right. So now we actually have the tub. Look, it's extremely hot in here, and I'm gonna invest in getting a fan to put up top and cross breeze to this joint. But as of right now, I ain't got one, and I am gonna have to turn the big dog fan on. Alright, so that's pretty much going to be about level. I did put a mark in here. I guess the next step for me to do is to figure out how wide I need to be with my amp and also with the line drive. So let me pull both of those out. We can lay them out here. Alright, we got over here. Over here. And that's how she's gonna go. Maybe even like so. This is a tick wider, but if I need to, I can mount it like such. So let's see here. Is that quite long enough? And I don't think it is. It's not. So that's not gonna work for me. So I guess I'm just gonna have to take some measurements and kind of cut what I have for material and go for there. So lay that just like such. Boom. I think I might have to get some shorter RCAs, but that ain't no big deal. guess we'll lay out what we actually need. Here was, because this amp takes the 0 gauge inputs, and I'm running 4 gauge back to the amp, I went and bought 2 power blocks. So I have to see how I can squeeze those in. Guess maybe like such and like such. Let's see how that looks. There you go. Okay, that's going to help me determine about how far I have in here where I can try to utilize these, which I don't know if it's going to necessarily work. So it looks like I may have to do something like that. So it looks like in order to use these, I'm probably going to have to do something like such. Maybe offset one and the other. All right, run the power, run the ground. So with that being done, I need to mark out that this one is roughly about here. So that's where I got to start the amp rack plus 1 inch. We can't crowd it too hard. And then just kind of measure everything up. $28.5. So 28.5 actually brings this amp rack like way over here. Now, I guess I could probably mount these in here like such and save some space. So let's see if that's worthwhile exploring. Okay, that works. So I can just mount these in here. And if I do that, then I can bring that amp rack way back over here and save whatever that was. So let's remeasure 28.5. And okay, I like that a little better because then that allows me to stay closer to where my jack would end. So if we mark 28.5 now, that's going to be about here. And I like that. All right, I really like that. So that's that. So we go 28.5, and then 28.5 by 6 3/4 is going to be our first 28.5. And that's how I got that. That's gonna go on the end, 3 3/4 back. So that's all right. I can cut that piece of rectangle the size I need it, which is 33 3/4 by 6 3/4. Let me go grab that piece of plywood, get this stuff down so we can make some cuts over here.